Based on the global sound traffic, come, you this Atiku, he be very selfish person. Now I know why Obasanjo say no go ever die alive, maybe president. He be one play smart game, he be one use P2B and Kwankwaso. Take gather publicity, take gather support. May from back go rig that primary election, may they give you tickets. But it no work for you. Now so it take destroy PDP. Only you want the contest, only you want the contest. I know say you no go ever win. You just dey waste money. You dey 79 years, next year they come to 80. Wetin old man, 80 years old man wan rule for? And deep down, me and you know say you no go win. If no be P2B, nobody know that ADC. 70% of people wey dey enter there na because of P2B and Kwankwaso. You no fit step down, play the rule of Godfather. You just wan scatter the party. Now they don't leave am for you. P2B and Kwankwaso, they don't leave am. Anywhere P2B and Kwankwaso go, anywhere P2B go, now they go. We'll see how I go take play. They talk, and Mechi, former governor of Rivers State, and Mechi will not even get mad for Rivers State, they talk, they come out. Una no fit put body together. Una truly no say na P2B and Kwankwaso get this force. Because of una greediness, una too greedy, you Atiku. Since when I sabi something for this life, now you don't dey contest. Since still yet you know they win. 80 years old man we suppose rest. Maybe we get strength go. Your greediness now won't scatter the party. Anywhere P2B dey, now we dey go. You know understand? Any party we no give P2B and Kwankwaso presidential candidate the tickets, we know they go. You know understand? P2B, New Nigeria is possible. P2B and Kwankwaso now we need, and I then go come out.
You know, I made a video the last time concerning Atiku, and I titled it Loko Chinane. But this time I want to give like a sequel to that video. You see, the whole ADC coalition, for me, I thought was going to be an opportunity for a unity between the North and the South. But unfortunately, it's rather beginning to look as if the North just did the coalition as a strategy to wrestle power away from the South. Just like that. Now, having spent close to 60 years in the North, I've spent close to 60 years in the North. I know very well, for a fact, without a shred of doubt, that if power had been in the South for 8 years, and power is now in the North, and they have spent 4 years, no matter how terrible the leader is, the North will never concede to the fact that power should now move to the South. So why, the question I've always asked Northerners is that, why do you always like to dish what you know you can't eat to the South? Is it that you see the South as politically naive to the extent that you can pull political deception on them? Now, the ADC coalition is about to crack, or it has cracked. And that is because a certain man named Alhaji Atiku has refused to concede to reality, to concede to realism. And the reality of the situation is that the people want an Obi Kwankwaso. It's there. You can feel the pulse. So why are you fighting the wishes of the people? For the first time, I saw the crowd in the North. That is something I would never dreamt of. And I felt that was a good development heading to the right direction. So what is wrong with Atiku? What is wrong with you? If, and I'm sure that if the North is able to support Peter Obi now, I can assure you that when next a Northerner come, the virtue will be reciprocated. The act will be reciprocated. In fact, in a way that you can never, ever dreamed of. The Southern politicians or the Southern voters are easy people. They follow what is good. We are doing all these things not because of people, but I've noticed that Atiku is placing his personality or his personal ambition above the yearnings of Nigeria. So this is an opportunity for national cohesion and for national integration. If the coalition cannot, and I repeat, cannot give Peter Obi the flag bearer of the party, Peter Obi, leave the place.
Peter Obi, leave ADC with immediate effect, because you will not be able to meet up the timeline. And even if you stay in there and meet up the timeline, they will not give you that ticket. Atiku is hell-bent on becoming the flag bearer of that party. And good morning, Nigerians. This is your friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. This is an urgent call to Mr. Peter Obi to do the needful urgently to save Nigeria from total collapse. Any right-thinking person can see the obvious handwriting on the wall that Tinubu wants a one-party state. He has done everything to crush the opposition parties. He destroyed PDP using Wike, destroyed Labour Party using Abure and Apapa. What he wants is a one-party state. He has descended on all opposition. We can see it obviously. When in the history of Nigeria have you seen the kind of defection? Governors that were duly elected on other political platforms and all of them abandoning their parties and joining APC. Anytime a governor goes to visit him from another party, he returns and defects to APC. It's not like Tinubu and the APC government are performing. It's not that the economy has changed. Insecurity has become worse. People are dying like flies. And Tinubu doesn't care. All he wants is how he can maintain his grip on power. Nigerians are dying and he doesn't care. Everything is corruption. The legislative arm of government have become his puppets. He does whatever he wants. They are just there to rubber stamp whatever Tinubu says. He is borrowing recklessly and wasting the money. That's the same money they are using to go and buy rice with his face there, and he's sending his own son, who is not an elected official, and is suddenly becoming like he is the vice president. We don't even see Shetima, but we see Sheyi everywhere. After studying the judgment of the Supreme Court, I am telling you, ADC is dead. It's so sad that the three arms of government are now one. They are operating as one. Whatever Tinubu says, that is what the legislative arm will say. You go to the House of Rep, come to the Senate, same. They are all there to rubber stamp whatever Tinubu says. We don't want an emperor. We don't want somebody to sit down there like a pharaoh over the nation. People are dying and Tinubu doesn't care. We need change, and they don't want any voice of opposition. Everyone is defecting to APC. While APC is busy destroying the nation, when people were all going to ADC, it looked as if this was hope. Hope for the people, for the masses. Even people that don't belong to any political party, they got very excited about ADC. Now what have they done? Through this judgment, even though INEC has now recognized the leadership of David Mark and Aregbe Shola, but you know what? It's just a delayed time bomb, because ADC still has cases to answer in 2 courts. And you know how long it took to even get this Supreme Court judgment. Tell me, if they go back to court, how will they be able to meet up INEC timeline? And we already know INEC seems to be working for Tinubu. All compromise, INEC compromise, senators compromise, House of Rep compromise, judiciary compromise. So who then will fight for you, the common suffering Nigerian? Who else? So that's why people saw some ray of hope in Peter Obi. I am doing this video this morning to call upon you, Mr. Peter Obi. Read the handwriting on the wall. I am calling you on behalf of Nigerians. Please do the needful. Don't get stuck in ADC. It will not help. And thank God you are not doing this for yourself. You are doing it for Nigerians. I am calling on you as a northerner. Please do the needful. This time around, we don't care whether you are Igbo. We don't care whether you are from the southeast. We want change. All our northern leaders that have governed the nation, what has been the benefit to us from the north? Come and see the insecurity in the north. Are we not the ones that suffer it more? Talk about poverty. Who suffers it more? Is it not us from the north? So as a northerner, I am calling on you, Mr. Peter Obi. Please move immediately. Find yourself a party with no selfish people, with no corrupt people, and go and join. And we Nigerians will support you. This time around, we don't care about party. What we want is a new Nigeria. Peter Obi, leave ADC with immediate effect, because you will not be able to meet up the timeline. And even if you stay in there and meet up the timeline, they will not give you that ticket. Atiku is hell-bent on becoming the flag bearer of that party, and they want you to deputize him. Nigerians can see hope in you, Obi. We are so happy that engineer Rabiu Kwankwaso of the Kwankwasia movement has teamed up with you. What a great combination. And we trust that your ticket will go through by the grace of God, inshallah. I believe that we will have a new Nigeria. Those that don't want to be are the corrupt ones that have destroyed this nation. That's why they are fighting him. Wherever Obi goes, they will crumble it, pull it down. Actually, the fight is not against Atiku. They don't mind an Atiku, because the birds of the same feathers, they flock together. Atiku is one of them. That's why Atiku is doing everything to spoil it. But this may be an open window and a good opportunity for you to cut ties from Atiku, because you will only spoil the chances of Nigerians. You are doing this not for yourself, Mr. Obi. You are doing it for Nigeria. I beg you, please, 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 leave ADC and go to another party that doesn't have all these shenanigans, doesn't have all this drama that's going on, people that are bought over by APC that will be planted in the party to destroy it. Find yourself a platform. Those of you that are quick to open your mouth and say, we can't trust Obi, he's jumping from one party to the other. What is party? Have they not destroyed all the parties? Which party is perfect? We are talking about vision, not party. Let Obi jump 50 parties as long as he finally gets there to give us a new Nigeria. That's what matters. Tinubu fought so hard during Jonathan's time to remove Jonathan. Didn't they team up, jumping from one party to the other until they formed the APC with the promise of a new Nigeria? They promised us uninterrupted electricity, promised us security, promised us that the economy will be taken to a very high level. But have they done that? Nigerians are suffering and are dying in the hands of this regime. Only evil, wicked, ungodly, diabolic people will be supporting Tinubu and his demonic government because of whatever they are gaining. This time around is the time for the people. Every Nigerian, whether you're from the north, south, east, or west, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, whether you are Igbo, you are Hausa, you are Yoruba, you are Fulani, wherever Obi goes, we go. Obi's party is our party. That's the party we will vote. So Obi, move now. Let us know where you're going to. Let Atiku stay with his ADC. This is a piece of advice. I just have to say this now because it's urgent. It's urgent. Obi must act urgently. Please put it in the comment section. Let Obi know this is what Nigerians want. This is what we from the north want.
Peter Obi and Kwankwaso are planning to quit ADC tomorrow, being Monday, to join NDC, according to ADC chieftain Buba Galadima. Now, Buba Galadima did not go into details to explain to Nigerians why Peter Obi and Kwankwaso is leaving ADC, but we all can put one and one together and come to a conclusion that it's only because of Atiku Abubakar and or because of this current regime, because this current regime have been trying so hard to frustrate Peter Obi and ADC. But people like Atiku Abubakar, for example, let's be honest here, what has Atiku Abubakar got to offer Nigerians politically? To me, in my opinion, Atiku Abubakar should just resign, retire, go back to the village, look after great-great-grandchildren, do some farming and look after some animals and walk around and keep fit in the compound until the day your time comes up. Then you can look after us from over there when the time is right. Atiku Abubakar is done politically. In Nigerian political system, there's no space for Atiku to perform any miracle. How old is Atiku? How old will Atiku be next year? What has Atiku got left to offer us politically? There is nothing. If Atiku truly loved Nigeria, Atiku should have stepped down long time ago. Atiku has been stepping out for the last 30 years now, wanting to rule Nigeria. There is nothing left for Atiku Abubakar to offer us politically. Atiku don't love Nigeria. If he truly loved Nigeria, Atiku needs to step aside, honestly. And this current regime, on the other hand, we all know how INEC, the judiciary system, and this current regime have been trying so hard to frustrate P2B and frustrate ADC. We all know what is going on. They are trying so hard to make Nigeria be a one-party kind of system. Look at what they have done to PDP. PDP is gone. It's gone. You have somebody like Wike telling you that they are the leader of PDP, they are the leader of APC in Rivers State. Where does that happen? So this is exactly the same thing they are trying to do to ADC, to make sure that they mess ADC up. You know, they destroy the structure and they ruin ADC so that it will have no credibility. Now, people like P2B, they go with their people, they go with their supporters, because people like P2B is not about the political party, it's about the competency of the candidate, it's about the man P2B. Wherever P2B goes, his supporters will always follow him. And it's only somebody like P2B that can give this current regime, APC, a run for 2027 presidential seat. No other person. And the whole world knows. APC knows. Atiku knows. Everybody knows. That is why they can never ever do without mentioning P2B or trying so hard to frustrate P2B, frustrate ADC. It's quite unfortunate, to be honest. People like Atiku, to be honest, they have nothing to offer us. Atiku should just go and rest. With all due respect, he's our papa. Our grandfather, he has done his part. It's time to part ways with Nigerian political space and let us be.
ADC, I call on again. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Una no feel lie for una self. The highest thing one person feel do na to lie for himself. You understand? Una no feel lie. Tell me, say una no know say na P2B people want. Na P2B na Nigerians want. Forget about anything what everybody they do for social media. Go street, enter street, ask questions, ask people questions. When I go see them, na P2B them want. No go behind, go induce somebody first before you begin to ask them. Enter street, ask questions. Na P2B, na them want. You understand? Make una do the right thing. If una truly love this country called Nigeria, if una want good thing for this Nigeria, make una rally around that man called P2B. He is the only man.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. Honestly, the selfishness and the self-centeredness of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president of Nigeria, is going to kill this ADC party that they form to rival and to challenge the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration come 2027, due to the fact that he wants everything to be about him and to be about only him alone. Now he's trying to chase people from that party, prominent people who are the face of the opposition in this current dispensation. Look at Peter Obi is the reason why ADC is garnering the momentum they have at the moment. The same way this same man went to PDP, destroyed PDP, and PDP is a shadow of itself today. The same way he's bringing that same greed into ADC. He wants everything in ADC to be about him alone, and he doesn't have what it takes to win the election. Look at the score. He underrated P2B in 2023, and let's say look at the outcome. The outcome of 2023 election shook them. We all know what went behind the scene. Of course, we know P2B trumped all of them in the 2023 general election, but he was rigged out. But that is by the way. The thing now is this: he has realized how important Peter Obi is. However, his greed and his quest for power and his self-centeredness would never allow him to accept the fact that it is not his time and he cannot win this time. If he was patient enough during the time of former President Goodluck Jonathan's regime, he would have supported Jonathan to become the president when late President Muhammadu Buhari was the president and when it was the time of the North. But because he wanted power and he was so desperate for power, he went and supported the opposition and he was played in the end. Now he's bringing that same game into the center again, and this time this whole thing is going to be against him, because the moment these opportunity that has presented itself to him, the moment he loses this opportunity, he's going to regret it. That is what I understand, because if he plays a spoiler just like he did in 2023, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu continues, and when it becomes the time of the North, the South or the obedient Peter Obi supporter are still going to repay him. Kwankwaso supporters as well, they are still going to repay him, and Nigerians won't trust him enough because they will think that he is desperate and wants to become the president at all costs, and that's the way they are going to see him for. They will rather vote a vibrant and a new candidate from the North than following him and voting him. The Southeast has always voted for Atiku, and they've always supported every part of Nigeria, but I don't know why a candidate is coming out from the southeastern part of the country now, and the North, who has enjoyed the support of the southeasterner, even the westerner who have enjoyed the support of the southeasterner when Obasanjo won and when Yar'Adua won, are now saying that Atiku should be voted and that Peter Obi doesn't have the capacity. If they come together, give the flag bearer role, or give the flag bearer to Peter Obi, he's going to win. But the thing is this, they know this, and he's desperate to like clinch this power and clinch this seat of presidency at all costs. And of course we know that he's not going to calm down, and he's not going to relinquish his position or his interest for Peter Obi. That is just what I understand. So at this point, that's the reason why Nigerians are saying that Peter Obi and Atiku should leave ADC at the moment and join another party before it's too late. And I believe that's the proper advice for Peter Obi at this moment. He needs to be very fast and so calculated about this move at this very minute, because like there is no time again. And of course, the moment Obi leaves ADC, that party is going to crumble. The weight that it has at the moment, and the fanfare it enjoys from Nigerians, it's not going to enjoy it again because Obi is no longer there again. So I would advise the ADC people to put their house together if they want their house to be strong and bold enough to challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027, and so that it won't turn out to be the same problem PDP is facing. This is my opinion. Drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.